This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. I'm your host, Markkus, and this is episode 316. That's right, 316. And we'll feature the Benchwarmer team of Walling and Josh versus Benchwarmer Scott and returning player guest, we all love him, Dave Wortz. Dave, how's it going, man? Tell us all the things since, we see you pretty frequently, which we love, by the way.
It's been a minute since I've been on. So, lots of crazy stuff has been happening over here. Good news. This might be the first time since I have subscribed to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast Patreon, which everyone should absolutely go and do. But this is like the first time I haven't been given a new job or task, which is like a first for me. I'm just saying, I'll take it. Now, I will say I have picked up some new hobbies. One new hobby. Sorry, wiping the slate. I'm still stuck on Austin 316. It's just like the most perfect thing ever for me. Dave Wortz. I'm here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am a special education teacher, game show host, pro wrestler, improv comedian, and I love pretty much all sports. Though recently I have taken it upon myself via my young daughter, who also wanted me to get into it. And now we have begun being pro Nerf players, which has absolutely changed my summer. And it's been a blast. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a big gun guy, but when you can fire a toy dart at over 400 feet per second, it's really freaking cool.
That is amazing. And this is a visual, or not a visual medium. And I have a scar on my forehead right in the center of my widow's peak where I can't grow hair from getting hit in the forehead with a Nerf bow and arrow when I was like 6 years old. So that's fun.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, exactly. And that's head coach Dave Wortz, by the way, who beautifully plugged Patreon since I'm terrible. But Scott, you're teaming with Scott. So Scott, why don't you tell us how you're doing and give us your and Dave's team name?
Can you not grow hair there because of the dart?
Well, I got hit with the actual body of it, not the dart. It was my sister's, or my sister took it from me, and I told on her, made her give it back, and she threw that thing at me as hard as she could, and bang, right on the forehead. And I can no longer grow hair there because, like a little creep, I picked it until it scarred over, and now I can't grow hair there.
Got it.
That makes way more sense.
There's not much there.
Oh yeah.
So that's why the lineup is important on many levels.
That's one activity I can check off that we will not be doing in person together. All right. Well, good to know. We'll just take bumps, and I'll leave it at that as to how you want to interpret that. I'm going to throw it right back to Dave for our team name.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Scott. Happy and excited to be teaming with you first time. I will say I was very excited to give the team name of four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks. But with it being the 316 episode, we definitely had to go the route of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think my favorite quote of his of all time is him doing, what a burger.
All right. Can't wait to do that a bunch of times. So let's pass it over to Eric and Josh. Eric Walling, excuse me. Let's make sure we clarify because we still do that.
You mean Jash.
Let me know how you guys are doing, and then let me know what your guys' team name is.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Wasn't necessarily planning to be on a recording tonight. The weekday ones isn't usually the ones I'm on, but when called from the bullpen, you just you get up and go. So I'm here. Things are pretty good. Superman, loved it. I have some hope, which freaks me out a little bit in 2025. But we'll see how long that lasts. So hopefully a little while longer.
Yeah, I just got back from Washington, D.C. I have no hope. No hope whatsoever. No, that was the first few days of the week, and then I did a show here. I left like 4 hours later because that recording took forever. And then I got back yesterday, and now I'm back on again because I missed you guys. But for our team name today, we just wanted to, we're really excited about some upcoming movies. Most specifically, one of the most wanted collaborations ever, really, as has been touted by Dexterto on Twitter. We are really big Marvel fans and really big Fortnite fans, and the combination of the two is getting us very excited. And so to celebrate, our team name is gonna be one of the most wanted collabs ever, and that is the Fantastic Four skins. Careful with your cadence, Markkus.
Well, we have our team names. It's episode 316. Why
does it sound like Lou Holtz trying to do Steve Austin?
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. And let's kick it over to Dan for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
I'm going to mention this because it's a fun fact. I didn't write this game. Jet-setting Playboy learned scholar Matt Takemoto gifted us this game to play tonight. So while he's right now, I literally just watched his Instagram story. He's just doing some insane looking tasting menu. I think he's in Italy. But so we'll think about him doing that while we play this game. So your first quarter will be flop, turn, and river.
Flop, turn, and river. For this quarter, there will be 3 questions consisting of 5 clues. The first 3 clues will be given before the teams decide if they want to check in with their guess. The last 2 clues will be given one at a time, with teams deciding if they want to check in with their guess after each subsequent clue. If a correct answer is checked in after the first 3 clues, the team will receive 50 points. After the 4th clue, 30, and after the 5th clue, 20.
All right. And this first question is a when am I? Clue number 1. The first edition of the modern Australian rules football, then still the VFL draft, is held. Clue number 2. Mike Tyson knocks out Trevor Berbick to become the youngest ever world heavyweight boxing champion. And clue number 3, I am the most recent year where a defensive player was named AP NFL MVP.
I feel good with that.
I'm good with it if you're good with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's check in.
All right. Fantastic Four skins have checked in. What about her? You guys can talk it out.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my God, it's getting more and more Lou Holtz by the minute. I love it. Yeah, Scott, I know we were kind of bouncing between a couple of years, but I'm pretty sure this is 86. That matches later in the year as well, too.
We're definitely in the latter half of the 80s for sure, especially with the Tyson thing. I know nothing about the VFL.
So that's not a draft that you nerd out over?
You know what? That's one that eluded me. So if you're confident that the Tyson fight was in 86, definitely 86, 87, 88. I know it's in that time frame for sure.
Yeah, I mean this is the one thing that my stepdad always talks about is boxing. He's got no other sports reference at all.
Got it.
He talks about boxing all the time, and I tried. They actually had a Mike Tyson autograph photo on Goodwill earlier this Goodwill online. I tried to buy it, but $4,000. I'm not going to spend that. He can get something else for Christmas. But yeah, so I do feel fairly confident. The rest of it, honestly, I don't know. It's the Tyson thing that kind of locks it in for me.
Yeah, I'm cool going with 86.
Okay.
We're gonna check in 1986.
Okay. And Fantastic Four skins. What did you guys have?
We got to the same answer through Mike Tyson. 1986.
And both teams are receiving points. I'll read you now the fourth and fifth clue. The fourth clue was Argentina wins the World Cup with Diego Maradona scoring the famous Hand of God goal in the quarterfinals versus England. And clue number 5 was the New York Mets defeated the Boston Red Sox in 7 games, a series that featured Bill Buckner's Game 6 ending error. So yes, the correct answer is 1986. Great job. Okay, let's move on to question number 2 in Flop, Turn, and River. What am I? Clue number 1. I was created in 1936 at Northwestern University. Clue number 2. I am named for the person who created me. And clue number 3. I take 12 minutes to complete.
Marcus, we are going to take another clue.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to too, so you don't need to go through a whole rigmarole.
All right. Both teams are electing to take another clue. So, clue number 4. In the 1970s, the Dallas Cowboys were the first NFL team to use me to evaluate players.
Hey, Marcus, I think we're going to check in.
All right. Fantastic Four Skins has checked in. What? Whataburger. You guys can talk it out. Although it doesn't seem like you really need to.
No, I think we kind of got the same answer as soon as these guys did. I think this is Vince Young's favorite thing. I think this is the Wonderlic test. You're good with that. We're going to go ahead and check that in.
All right. And Fantastic Four Skins. What did you guys have?
Well, one of us typed Wonderlic, the other typed Wonderlic, and missing the R. That'd be me.
The Wonderlic test.
But yeah, we even though we spelled it differently and Walling spelled it correctly, we agree that it is the Wonderlic.
And both teams are receiving points. We'll read clue 5. Famously, Ryan Fitzpatrick scored a 48 on me at the NFL Draft Combine, and Vince Young scored a 6. The correct answer is, in fact, the Wonderlic test. So great job. I've always wanted to take it.
Same. Patreon bonus episode, we all take the Wonderlic.
Ooh,
I'm so down for that.
that's really good.
I'm not kidding. I think it would be fun. All right, let's move on to the last question in the first round. And this is a what am I? Clue number 1. I have hosted both a men's and a women's Final Four. Clue number 2. At one point, I held the record for largest crowd to attend an NBA game. And clue number 3. I no longer exist.
Marcus, we're going to take another clue.
Okay. Whataburger is going to take another clue. So Fantastic Four Skins.
I don't think anything from the first 3 clues is really getting us there.
No, I'm good with another one.
All right, another clue.
Okay. So we are taking another clue, or both teams are taking another clue. Clue number 4. I'm the first item on a long list that includes the White House, a sauna, a DJ booth, and the top of a Cadillac Escalade.
What? I'm too old, I think, for this clue.
All right, Marcus, we'll check in.
I trust you.
Fantastic Foreskins has checked in. What a burger. You guys can talk it out.
Yeah, I'm lost, Scott.
I think we have to take another.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're anywhere near anything.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So let's do that. Gives us a fighting chance, hopefully. So next clue, Markkus, we'll take the river, please.
Okay. And the river. I was the site of Kerry Strug's famous vault to win U.S. gymnastics the gold medal at the 1996 Olympics.
Okay, so that's in Atlanta.
That's the Georgia Dome.
I would imagine that's where it was. I don't think it was in Phillips Arena.
Yeah, that's again. I was 4 years old, so I go off of what I've heard and YouTube, so just like the kids do. So yeah, I if I had to guess, that's the Georgia Dome, but I'm still looking at the correlation thing from before. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah, well, I think you should check that in. I'm good with it.
All right, I'll check it in. We'll check in Georgia Dome.
Okay, and fantastic foreskins. What did you guys have?
There's a lyric that lives rent free in my head, and it. What if Markkus said the last one, on the top of my Escalade, instead of on the top of an Escalade. So yes, this is from Ludacris's "What's Your Fantasy," where they could do it at the 50-yard line.
Yes.
In the Georgia Dome, where the Dirty Birds kick the three. And so we checked in with the Georgia Dome.
And both teams are receiving points. The correct answer is the Georgia Dome. Now, because I didn't write this game, I was going to make a joke about this song and this lyric when I saw the answer. And when I did the turn or the flop, I was just like, oh, okay. And then I looked at the next clue and I was like, oh, taco. So yes, definitely rent free for sure.
Okay, Dave, no more referencing that you were born in 1992.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Can't help it. I just look like garbage.
So when in 92? What month? Tell me what month.
January.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that was only in 11th grade then.
Only in 11th grade.
And I was only 11.
Anyway, let's move on. I'm old.
Yes.
Not as old as David, but I'm old.
It just sucks when David's not on the game, right? Because then, he makes you feel so young.
Well, here's the thing. We know that he's going to listen to this.
That is
He's
true.
going to have something to say. And all I have to say is, David, there are so many steps that it takes to start an audio or a video call. How does this keep happening to you? I don't get it. That's my point. My point isn't that it happens. Like, I get it, old people and technology, but it's the fact that there are multiple steps that need to happen to get to that point.
This is like the fourth time I'm supposed to record with David, and then he magically disappears. I'm just saying we haven't been seen in the same group chat together.
So are you trying to tell us that you are David Lux?
You're David in like a Mission Impossible style face mask.
Dave's butt has been calling us.
I think he's like reaching in his pocket for his butterscotches, and his fingers just keep hitting different buttons.
Hey, it's not butterscotches, it's Werther's Originals, okay? And yes, I do have those.
I think we're overthinking it, and he really just wants to talk to us.
Which is fine. I've answered plenty of times.
I've answered a couple times, and he doesn't talk back.
No.
So maybe he wants to hear us, but he doesn't want us to hear him.
After the first quarter, we have a score of Fantastic Four Skins with 110 and Whataburger with 100.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
And that brings us to our second quarter, which will be 5-on-3.
Five on three. For this quarter, there will be 3 categorized lists containing 5 items, where each item is worth 10 points. The teams will attempt to guess as many items as they can. However, if a team has an incorrect guess, they will receive 0 points for that list.
Okay, question 1 in 5-on-3. I want you to give me the top 5 career passing leaders in Oregon Ducks history.
He probably put that question in at the last second.
He's in Italy. He was in Italy this morning sipping on a cappuccino, and he was like, ha ha ha. So screw you, Taco. But yes, top 5 career passing yards leaders in Oregon Ducks history.
All right, Marcus, we will check in.
All right. Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic Four, Skins. You can talk it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. I threw Harrington out there pretty quick,
and he's probably close, but I just don't know for sure. Like, he could be 5th. I mean, he could be 6th, 7th, 8th.
2 names that were automatics were Herbert and Mariota, and then Josh threw out Nix, which I thought he might not have been there long enough, but when you take into account the new sort of passing yards expectation, it can add up pretty quick and would probably make more sense than Harrington did. So outside of that, not really well versed in Oregon quarterbacks, so I'm good with those.
Right. There's probably some other like 4-year starters from not quite so recently who probably are in the top 5 that I just have no idea who that would be.
Right. Okay.
But I'm guessing that, and I mean, Harrington could be in the top 5. I don't know. I'm just not that sold. I'd rather just go with the 3 and cross our fingers that Nix actually got up to the 5th spot.
I like Nix better than I like Harrington.
Okay.
And I like neither of them, so go for it.
All right. So yeah, so we'll check in Herbert, Mariota, and Nix.
Okay. And Whataburger, what did you guys check in with?
Yeah, we said the 3. I know we talked a little bit about Dennis Dixon. I don't feel too confident about anything Dennis Dixon ever did. So we just went with the 3 of same 3 of Mariota, Nix, and Herbert.
Okay. Both teams are receiving points. Great work. Number 1 is Marcus Mariota, 10,796 yards. Number 2 is Justin Herbert, 10,541 yards. And Bo Nix is 3rd with 8,101 yards. I can tell you that Joey Harrington is 8th on this list.
I would have thought he was like 6th.
Where's Kellen Clemens?
Kellen Clemens is number 6 on this list.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
You've got Dan Fouts at 9, Darren Thomas 10, Dennis Dixon 11, Akili Smith 12.
12. Wow.
Your 4 is Bill Musgrave, who played from 87 to 90.
Wow.
He's at 7,631 yards. And then your number 5 played from 91 to 94, Danny O'Neill.
Yeah, wasn't going to come up with any of them.
No, you were not. So I'm very glad you guys stuck with the ones you know.
I forget that Bill Musgrave was a player before he became a coach because I just know him as a coach.
Yeah, fair. And what we can all take away from this is that all of them passing yards and no national championships. So great work, both teams. Moving on to question 2 in 5-on-3. I need you guys to tell me the 5 Summer Olympic events in which the United States has never won an Olympic medal.
We're going to check in.
Okay. Fantastic Four, Skins, has checked in. Whataburger, you guys can talk it out.
I feel very confident on table tennis. Ping pong,
Yeah.
It's always dominated by that like Chinese Taipei and like right around that area. That's what I love watching the ping pong events. It's really fun. And I do feel confident on badminton too. I think that's something that US has never invested strongly in at all.
Sure. Yeah, I have no qualms with that.
What else?
I know I'm like just trying to go through all the Olympic events and
like rhythmic gymnastics too. What's the speed walking, has that been, have they ever done anything? That one always freaked me out, watching those ankles like get the most like malleable they've ever been.
It's just hard to because someone could have snuck in a bronze somewhere.
I really do think that trampoline might be on there. I feel like I've watched that too, and the US has never been a part of that. Like anywhere on a podium.
Why not? Who dominates trampoline?
Honestly, I don't even know. But I don't see the US, and that's something that we would at least have heard. They would bring it up in some capacity, if even if they got a lower medal. That's why I said speed walking, because I've never heard them speak of it at all.
Yeah, no, you're right. I've never heard of like the Michael Phelps of U.S. trampoline. So, yeah, let's go with those three then. I mean, if you feel good, anything else we throw
Yeah.
out there, I think we just kind of be throwing something for the sake of doing so. And
That's all right. So badminton, table tennis, and trampoline. We're gonna check in.
Okay. And Fantastic Four, skins. What did you guys have?
You guys had a fourth one that you just gave up on, apparently. Rhythmic gymnastics is one that they've never medaled in. And the other one blows my mind because the U.S. should be able to dominate this sport, but apparently we don't put any of our former basketball players on a handball court. And I don't know why we don't, because I think we would destroy other countries in handball if we actually tried.
Wow.
Because handball, I'm pretty sure handball is the fifth. So yeah, we also had table tennis, badminton, trampoline, rhythmic gymnastics, and handball.
And both teams are receiving points. Yes. Badminton, table tennis, handball, rhythmic gymnastics, and trampoline. All events that the U.S. have never medaled in. And yes, we would, take our recently retired guys and from basketball and teach them how to do handball. And there's zero reasons why we shouldn't win a gold medal.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, I watch it and I'm like, this is a cool game. I wish I could watch the U.S. actually even compete, because I don't even know if we have teams every time.
I don't think we do. I don't even think we bother.
And by the way, I think trampoline is also dominated by China.
Who's our medalist in speed walking?
Race walking is what it's officially called. And the United States has not won a medal since 1972.
Wow. Okay.
When Larry Young, he's actually a two-time medalist.
There we go.
He received the bronze in 68 and 72 in the 50-kilometer race walk.
Oh my God. That would take forever.
And then the only other medal we've had in race walking, 1920 Olympics, when it doesn't even say the name of the person, got silver in the 10-kilometer race walk. The Soviet Union, Russia dominates race walking. They have 9 total medals.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Followed by Italy and Mexico are tied with 6 total medals.
All right. I think we can move on from race walking now.
All right, I guess. All right, let's move on to question 3 and 5 on 3. I want you guys to name the last 5 players, or most recent 5, to hit their 500th career home run.
I think we're gonna check in.
All right, Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic Four skins you guys can talk about.
We know for sure that Cabrera, Ortiz, and Pujols, they're the most recent 3 to do it. Then we had names like Manny and Tommy and A-Rod and Frank Thomas, who all did it right around the same time. And then Walling threw in Gary Sheffield, because I forgot that he actually got there in his last season, I think. Right, Walling?
I think so, yeah.
And I think that would have had to have been after that other bunch that I mentioned about Manny, Tommy, A-Rod, and Frank Thomas. So I think those 4 we feel good with, but picking exactly which of those other 4 might be the last one. I don't know, unless you feel strongly about Manny versus the others.
No, I'm fine with those 4 that we had.
All right, so we'll check in with Miguel Cabrera, David Ortiz, Albert Pujols and Gary Sheffield.
Okay, and Whataburger, what did you guys check in with?
This was fun because my two favorite players of all time are Gary Sheffield and Albert Pujols. So thinking about them on a list together was quite nice for me. Yeah, we had those two on the list. We also felt great about Miguel Cabrera and David Ortiz, and then we kicked around obviously the same names who we all felt like did it around the same time. Jim Thome, Frank Thomas, A-Rod. We felt like those were all around the same time. Like in my head, I think Manny was a little bit after them just because he kind of slowed down when he was bouncing around, and so I felt like maybe it was a few years after that bunch, and we're hoping it was because we went with our fifth one as Manny Ramirez. So Cabrera, Ortiz, Pujols, Sheffield, and Manny being Manny.
And both teams are receiving points.
Hey.
Great work. Miguel Cabrera in 2021. Ortiz in September of 2015. Albert Pujols in April of 2014. April of 2009 for Gary Sheffield. And then Manny Ramirez on May 31st, 2008. And then that is followed by names you all said, Jim Thome, then Alex Rodriguez, then Frank Thomas, and then my GOAT, George Kenneth Griffey Jr. on June 20th, 2004. All right, great job, both teams. After the second quarter, we have a score of Fantastic Four, Skins with 230, and Whataburger with 210. And that brings us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
Tako has provided us with an Athletes in Rap lyrics. Question 1 from Sweet Dreams by Nicki Minaj.
Nice start.
Get gas, then get at me. Texaco. Shoot yourself in the leg. Blank.
Checked it.
All right. Whataburger with the instant check-in. Fantastic Four, Skins. You can collect yourself and then give your answer because I don't think you need to talk it out.
I could have checked in, but I was too busy laughing. It's got to be Plaxico, right?
Got to be Plaxico. Do it.
All right, check that in.
And Whataburger. What did you guys have?
Man, this is deep in the Nicki Minaj catalog, I guess. I can name a lot of Nicki Minaj songs. Don't know what Sweet Dreams is. Thankfully, though, like most of her songs, and this is not a bad thing, this is very simple and easy lyrical composition here. So we're going to check in as well with Plaxico.
And both teams are receiving points. The correct answer is indeed Plaxico for Plaxico Burress.
Oh, my word.
And I assume that she said it like Taxico.
Yeah, of course. Of course she did.
Yeah, because of course she did. So great job. Great job, both teams. Because, yeah.
Let's go to the club. Club shot right in the leg.
Amazing. Nothing better than when Dave comes through with his Nicki Minaj impression, that very famous one. All right, let's move on to question 2 of halftime. This is from the song Life Ahead of Me by Talib Kweli. Try to pretend you're passive, but actually act aggressively. Try to take my energy away. Save it like blank.
Yeah, we're going to check in.
All right. Whataburger has checked in with all 5 answers. Fantastic Four, Skins. You guys can talk it out.
So I know a little bit about Quali, and he, like the way his cadence works, this is like a bunch of syllables. Like he has a tendency to like speed things up at the very end of a set of bars or whatever. So
Okay.
I think the name that popped in my head that fits his cadence would be Dennis Eckersley. Try to take my energy, save it like Dennis Eckersley. I feel like I know this song. It sounds right?
That fits with the rhyming scheme. So
Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
I don't know who this artist is.
Well, I would suggest you start with Get By.
That's kind of the big one. Yeah.
All right. So Dennis Eckersley for us.
All right. And what a burger. What did you guys check in with?
I'm gonna let Dave give it to you, but I like mine better. So I just want to say what mine is.
I can't wait.
I didn't think about the save part, which completely makes sense now, but I was trying to do the rhyme scheme in my head. And I'm like, try to pretend you're passive, but actually act aggressively. Try to take away my energy. Save it like former NBA lottery pick in 2011, Jan Vesely was what I came up with. Washington Wizards lottery pick, Jan Vesely.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
That's a really disgusting name.
Well, that's the first name that popped into my head because I was just trying to go off of aggressively, and I think Vesely works really well off of that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He aggressively went after Jan Vesely is really what happened.
What's your guys' answer?
I mean, how can I follow that? It's Dennis Eckersley. That's what we checked in with as well.
And both teams are receiving points. Try to pretend you're passive, but actually act aggressively. Try to take away my energy. Save it like Dennis Eckersley. So both teams receiving points there. Great work. So let's move on to question 3 of halftime. And this is from Wale's song TV in the Radio. I kick it like blank. I wear my Nike boots and Gucci. I don't wear no Timbo.
All right, let's check in.
All right. Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic foreskins. You guys can talk it out.
I'm not as well versed in Wale as I was with Quali.
Despite the fact that your names are similar.
Yeah.
All right, I have a second rhyme
Okay.
in there. I just
Ooh, yeah, that's the name that I was trying to think of. I like that.
So at first I was like, the only rhyme I can come up with is Jimbo, and that can't be right.
And I was trying to think, like, who's the MMA guy?
Well, if you would have said who's the MMA guy, that would have got me to Kimbo faster, probably.
Why are you disrespecting Bimbo Coles?
I don't know what he kicked.
I was gonna say I'm not familiar with his kicking game.
Yeah, he's no Grayson Allen.
But I do like Kimbo.
I like Kimbo much better than Jimbo.
Yeah, me too. I like that because I don't know the song and I don't know Wale that much.
That makes more sense, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Kimbo, check it in.
Okay, and Whataburger, what did you guys have?
The first thing that came to my mind was Olindo for Olindo Mare.
The kicker.
Oh my.
One team is receiving points. I kick it like Olindo. I wear my Nike boots and Gucci.
Yeah.
I don't wear no Timbo. The correct answer is Olindo Mare.
This is my problem with rap, is the very super loose rhymes.
Correct. Kimbo is a much better rhyme.
If you're gonna rhyme.
Right, correct.
Damn it.
I know. When you said Kimbo, I wasn't even thinking of Kimbo Slice, and I was like, no, don't do it.
Well, we were not gonna get to
Seahawks legend Olindo Mare.
No, we were not gonna get there. No.
Okay. And that concludes halftime. And after halftime, we have a lead change. Whataburger is at 285, but right on their heels with 280 points. Fantastic Four. Skins.
Lucky seven.
And your third quarter tonight will be David versus Goliath.
Crappers.
Gross.
David versus Goliath. This quarter will consist of 5 pairs of questions, one easier, David, and one harder, Goliath. After hearing both questions, each team will pick one of the 2 questions to answer, either David or Goliath. Each David question is worth 20 points, and each Goliath question is worth 50 points.
I like all the hope that was there, and then
I mean, the nice thing is,
How many
usually-
times can we reference David Lux in this game?
I don't think we have enough.
we haven't
We're gonna
taken
need a
enough
bigger
shots
boat?
at him yet?
I don't think so. No,
we're gonna need a bigger boat.
we are.
So David v. Goliath. Question 1. David, Who composed the iconic NBA on NBC theme music used during the 1990s? He was notably parodied on Saturday Night Live alongside his fictional brother, Dave. Question 1, Goliath. Who composed the theme for TNT's Inside the NBA? He was also the guitarist for the band Yes and composed the film scores to Remember the Titans, Coach Carter, and Gridiron Gang.
Hey, Marcus, we're going to check in, even though it means that we can't do the bit from Saturday Night Live, but hopefully they don't, so I can do it when I say what our answer is.
Okay, Skins4 Fantastic has checked in. Whatever you guys can talk it out.
I don't know the Goliath, even though I want to know the Goliath.
Yeah, I was born in 92. How much yes can I remember?
I remember Owner of a Lonely Heart. That's it. I didn't even know they had another song.
Hey, our youngest, oldest bench warmer probably knows the answer to this.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Because Mason doesn't like music from before 1989, pretty much, it seems.
That's very specific. You're saying he hates Paula Abdul?
I'm saying he loves 70s and 80s music. That's what I'm saying.
I think he likes 60s music too.
Oh, probably 60s. You start getting into the 90s and aughts, I don't think he's a big fan.
That's not for him. Yeah,
no, not when he was actually alive, not a fan.
No, yeah. Dave, I'm sure that's a name I'll know for Goliath. I've seen the Coach Carter credits way too many times. But it's not coming to me right now. So I'm not gonna be able to pull that one.
No. And I'm trying to remember the SNL sketch. I can see the dang thing, but I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah, it's come up on this podcast before. Speaking of Heart of a Champion, right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh man. Of course Nelly would do that.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic foreskin when he did that.
That's why Sweat was better.
That is why Sweat. Well, there's a couple reasons why Sweat was better, but one of them is Tim McGraw.
You didn't like, although I did like My Place.
My Place was fine. Yeah, My Place was fine. I think that's Jaheim, right? Sings a hook on that.
Yep. Is your mind, girl?
Dave's got something.
It's Tesh. Dave
John
Tesh and John Tesh.
John Tesh.
Yes.
For sure.
Oh my God. If I'm a professional comedian and I forgot who the hell that was in that sketch, I would have been so mad at myself.
We're going to check in the David answer of John Tesh.
Fantastic Four Skins. What did you guys check in with?
Basketball, give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Woo! Yes, the greatness of Tim Robinson. We also checked in with the David of Tesh, I guess.
And both teams are receiving points. And who could forget those amazing lyrics by Dave Tesh? It's a lyrics-based song.
Now, just for all you benchwarmer historians, the second ever halftime question for this podcast, episode 1, was what former television co-host comprised Roundball Rock that was used for the NBA on NBC from 1990 until 2002?
Well, that was Pi episodes ago.
Wow.
I was curious because I thought I had written a question about John Tesh. I didn't remember that it was in the first ever episode.
That's the Honolulu Black and Silver. Honolulu Blue and Silver.
Yeah, that's that is what that one was. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Good episode.
No mention of Dave Tesh in that though.
And so both teams are getting points for the David John Tesh. Let's talk about the Goliath. The Goliath is Trevor Rabin.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that name in the credits.
His non-sports movie compositions include Con Air, Gone in 60 Seconds, Snakes on a Plane, and Hot Rod.
Oh, this guy's incredible.
Hell yeah.
This guy's incredible.
I'm not even going to
So-
bother with my catchphrase for him because
Yeah,
Goliaths
that's,
often get it. So I'm not.
What is it? Trevor Rabin? Hey, we're making a movie. It's going to take place on a plane. Who should do the music? Hey, call up Trevor Rabin.
Call
He
up
did Con
Trevor
Air and
Rabin.
Snakes on a Plane.
We might be
Well,
mispronouncing his name. I don't really know it. It could be Rabin. I don't even know. But,
Well, call him up if you
Hot
ever
Rod,
need a
he
score on a
jumps through
plane.
the air a lot. Let's call
That's-
him too.
Yep.
I looked
Well,
at the pronunciation and I think it's Rabin.
Well, that could be for one of our eventual future benchies. Maybe we should hire him to do
Oh.
the music for one of our trailers.
But it'll have to take place on a plane because that seems to be his forte.
Yeah, see if Dave and John Tesh can do it instead.
Oh, okay.
We couldn't get them, so we had to call up Trevor Rabin.
Benchies, we're gonna go.
Don't hold your breath, everybody. We thought we were going to do it every 100 episodes, and well, we're on 316, and
We're only
we've
200
done it the once.
Yeah. We're only 216 episodes since the last
We
time
just
did
want
it.
more nominees for the next
Oh,
one.
yeah, we didn't have enough.
That's how I did the 200th episode, and that's what you guys warned me with before we started recording. Just so you know, this was supposed to be a benchies, but we gave up on that.
Yeah, we didn't even, when we got near 300, we didn't even really talk about it. It was like, I think it was briefly mentioned, but it was like, maybe someday we can do another one.
Let's move on to question 2 of David and Goliath. Question 2, David, who is the second American man to win a career Grand Slam in tennis. He started the feat by winning Wimbledon in 92 and finished with the 1999 French Open Championship. His wife finished her career Grand Slam in 1988. And question 2, Goliath, who is the first American man to win a career Grand Slam in tennis.
Yeah.
He is also the first player and the only American male to win a calendar year Grand Slam, doing so in 1938.
We'll check in.
Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic foreskins. You guys can talk it out.
Who scared Lou Holtz?
He's running. He's looking around. He heard like a noise down the hall.
That was like Lou Holtz as like a valley girl. Like, what? What are you doing?
How's your old?
OMG, we gotta get to the mall, girls.
I think I've seen the list before, so like I'll probably remember the name once I hear it, but I don't think it's not sitting. As much as I love tennis, it's just I haven't written a tennis question in a while, so I haven't looked at any of those lists recently. But I know it.
I heard something on the American tennis drought on the radio, but that's not going to help us because it only goes back a little while.
A little while.
A little while since I've seen the way. Oh, wait, no.
Wasn't addicted.
That was Walling's rendition of Scott Stapp from Creed covering Stain.
None of the
That
other.
was my first.
I'm still baffled by the David question. None of the other guys like in the 80s did a career
said it was
Grand
the-
Slam.
The last American to win a Grand Slam.
What's that?
right?
Who is the
sorry.
second? No, so who is the second
Oh,
American?
second. Oh. No, because, right? Because didn't Sampras never win a French?
Well, he would have been after. So if
Oh, okay. He would
if
have
he
been
did
third.
win one, it would
Okay.
have been after. He would have been the third. But I'm like,
Oh, no. I was thinking.
McEnroe or Connors didn't.
No, I
I
guess
mean,
not.
in the end, that's not going to be the answer to the question. So
Well, according to Taco, and he's smart enough to go to Europe for weeks.
I mean,
on
I
end, so-
very well am wrong on the. I could be
They
wrong.
don't let
maybe.
you in unless you're smart enough.
Yeah, there's an
He's,
IQ
he's
test.
probably right. I'm just kind of surprised. That's all. But I'm very much wrong. Those guys obviously missed one of the tournaments. But anyway,
Right.
it's obviously the David is Andre Agassi, right? Like,
Right. Yes.
because he and Steffi Graf.
Mm-hmm,
I just don't remember the guy's name. I know I've seen it, but I'm not going to pull it. So we just check in the David with Agassi.
Yep, I'm good with it.
Check it in.
Okay, and whatever. What did you guys have?
We said the same thing. I think I might have a sliver of an idea for Goliath, but nothing that gives me any confidence enough to put it down and check in with it. Yeah, so we went with Agassi as well.
And both teams are receiving points. The correct answer for David is Andre Agassi. And the answer for Goliath, that name we all know and love, Don Budge.
Oh, Dave had it. Dave had it.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna pull it, but that's I've seen him on the lists when I've been writing. Yep.
Dave wanted, he was adamant, and I wouldn't Don Budge.
You wouldn't budge on Budge?
Answer. I wouldn't.
The
new Dr. Seuss book. Forget Hop on Pop. This is Budge on Budge.
Budge on Budge. It sounds like a
Fudge on Budge is what you're saying.
Sounds like a very right-wing AM radio show.
It does.
Yeah, Jimmy Connors didn't win a French Open.
Okay.
Sampras didn't either, right?
He might not have. He might not have. Maybe it is maybe they're the only two currently. I don't foresee any soon, since we don't have any men who win Grand Slam tournaments.
He won the Australian, Wimbledon, and French in 1974, but it's not really giving me a reason. But in 1974, he won the 3 in a calendar year and was not allowed to participate in the French Open in 1974.
Oh, that's weird.
French.
Well,
French.
Those darn French.
He was too stupid. He couldn't get in.
Yeah,
He was banned. Okay, here we go. I found it. Did not participate in the French Open during his peak years, 74 to 78, as he was banned from playing by the event in 1974 due to his association with World Team Tennis. And in the other 4 years, he chose not to participate.
Okay. So he limited himself so first he was like held out, but then he didn't. He said, well, screw you guys.
Screw you guys. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So
Screw you guys. I'm going
screw
home.
you guys.
I don't even want the career Grand Slam. I don't even care.
Yeah, I think he's like,
who cares?
It's not worth going to France for that.
Right.
All right, let's move on to
France
question
in the
3.
70s.
All right.
Oh, that could
Hello to
smell
all
good.
of our French listeners. Let's move on to
Mark.
question. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Near, I think,
Yeah. All right. Question 3, David. He won 2 Olympic gold medals at the 1964 Tokyo Games before being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2009. His speed at wide receiver caused many opposing teams to find new ways to stop him, and he is credited with giving rise to both zone defense and bump and run coverage in the NFL. Question 3, Goliath. He won 2 Olympic medals at the 1952 Helsinki Games before being drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1976. When he retired in 1966, his 12,799 all-purpose yards were second in NFL history, only to Jim Brown.
Jeez.
Hey, Marcus, we're going to check in.
Foreskin's Fantastic has checked in. Whatever you guys can talk it out briefly.
Well, so one reason I can remember the 76 class is that's a Jim Taylor induction. So, I do have some.
Boy.
Just saying over here, okay? Got some frame of reference. But again, I don't know anyone else of note and where the hell they played even. So yeah.
You gotta go, David.
We'll check in with Bullet Bob Hayes.
Foreskin's Fantastic. What did you guys have?
Didn't get much on the Goliath and also checked in with Bullet Bob Hayes.
And both teams are receiving points. Bull Bob Hayes won the gold in the 100 meters and the 4x1. Both were world records at the time in 64. And your Goliath answer won the bronze in the 400 meter and silver in the 4x400 meter relay. The Goliath answer is Ollie Matson.
Who?
Ollie Matson, actually.
I think they named that skateboarding move after him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was outside of the practice facility and just standing around. Ollie Matson was a
Raleigh Matson.
Yeah, there you go. Seven-time first team All-Pro, mostly with the Cardinals, Chicago Cardinals, and then the Rams for a year, and finished with Philly. Sweet. So after the third quarter, the scores has changed, but the margin has not. Whataburger with 360 and Skins for Fantastic with 355. And that will bring us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
The categories for today are as follows. I ain't got the time in Major League Baseball. My daddy thinks I'm fine, college basketball. They tried to make me go to rehab in the NBA, and I said no, no, no in Major League Baseball. And now it is time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question 1 of the fourth quarter, and I ain't got time. In 2023, the first year of the pitch clock in Major League Baseball, which closer, a former Rookie of the Year and 9-time All-Star, led the league in pitch clock violations with 13?
Let's go with it, Scott.
All right, Marcus, we are checked in.
What? Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic Four Skins, you guys can talk about.
So just going off of a closer who has won, that's roughly around that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
That won a Rookie of the Year would be Craig Kimbrell.
Okay.
So we worked through from there. He's notoriously slow because he does the chicken wing thing and has a really deliberate thing. He's probably in a ton of All-Star games. He was early, I'm going to say like 2010. So it would make sense. He was pitching, hell, I think he might even be on somebody's team this year. Like somebody just picked him up within the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
But he was with the Orioles last year or something. So he's still around. 9 All-Star games. It fits the timeline.
And it would make sense that he could have made 9 All-Stars. That's completely understandable. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I think all the clues fit. So let's just go with Craig Kimbrell for 100 points.
All right, and Whataburger, what did you guys check in with?
Yeah, the list of Rookie of the Year closers is not long. And then when you add 9 All-Star appearances, it gets even smaller. And then factor in the long windup, it all just kind of made sense. We also checked in Craig Kimbrell for 100 points.
And both teams are receiving points. The correct answer is that slow-ass chicken wing thing delivery. It is Craig Kimbrell. So Craig Kimbrell had 13 violations on 1,271 pitches. So that's 98 pitches per violation. 4 pitchers, Zach Gallen, Spencer Strider, Logan Webb, and Corbin Burns, all threw over 3,000 pitches and didn't have a single pitch clock violation. All right, well, the margin hasn't changed, so we won't talk about the scores. Let's move on to question 2. Question 2 of the fourth quarter. In My Daddy Thinks I'm Fine. The 21-22 season would be a special one for which Hall of Fame head coach, as he got to coach both of his sons when his older son transferred from Cornell to use his final year of eligibility. However, it was the first season of this coach's career in which his school was eligible for postseason play, and they didn't make the NCAA tournament or the NIT.
Marcus will check in.
The Four Fantastic Skins has checked in.
Yeah, working title for Jodeci.
What a burger. You guys can talk it out.
I am so I was a little stuck reading the question because I initially read that as like, how the hell is he a Hall of Fame coach
Who
when his
never made
first
the
year was
NIT?
2021? Like what? Yeah, it never made. So yeah, I was like, what? How is he a Hall of Fame coach in 4 years?
He's that good.
I don't hate that idea of Patino.
Yeah, he popped in my head initially. I feel like he had at least one son that played. And again, he's a Northeast guy, so like his son going to Cornell,
Oh,
I think makes sense. And then transferring over. I mean, and there aren't many Hall of Fame coaches that were actively coaching in 21, 22, right? So it kind of limits the list, and I can't really think of sons that I know that play from some of the other ones.
But was he coaching them in 2021? But where
I
was
don't know
he
where
at?
I don't know where he was coaching in 2021, but it wouldn't surprise me that he's coaching somewhere. I mean,
Because he got ousted from Louisville before that.
yeah, he's like the coaching cockroach, though, right? Like I just feel like he's always somewhere. Because if not, I mean, trying to think of who else this would be. Like it's not Krzyzewski. I don't know anything about Tom Izzo's, and also Michigan State must have made something that year. It stands to reason that Patino was, maybe at some school in the Northeast that just wasn't very good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyone else
I'm trying to
popping in
think.
your head?
I don't know who else it would be.
Right.
But he was at like, wasn't he at Iona? Like before he came back,
Yes.
or like
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but that's, man, to leave Cornell to go to Iona is pretty low. I mean,
Well, yeah, but the last year of eligibility stuff, it's like he probably just finished up his commitments at Cornell and probably just wanted to go play for daddy.
ugh, I don't like that at all. Sorry.
I just don't. No one else is really jumping into my head. I just can't think of like.
Yeah, we got nothing better, Scott. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with the coaching stuff. So
All right, we'll check in Rick Pitino for 60 points.
Four Fantastic Skins. What did you guys have?
I knew for pretty sure that one of the sons definitely played for this guy. And I thought he had two sons that were roughly the same age. And it probably makes more sense to transfer from Cornell to Syracuse than it does to Iona. And he had Buddy on the team at the time, so we checked in with Boeheim for 55 points.
One team is receiving points. The correct answer is Jim Boeheim.
I did not think Jim
remember that
Boeheim
now.
was coaching in 21, 22.
Yep.
Wow.
And he had his sons Buddy and Jimmy were both on the team at the time. And then, of course, shortly after that, for 1 year, basically, he was the winningest active coach after Krzyzewski retired. He finished the following year and retired. So, yeah.
and that was the first season that
Ever
his
for them
team
where they were eligible.
where they were eligible that they didn't
Mhm.
make either of the tournaments.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Yeah, not great. It was basically what's
Wow.
funny is I remember this specifically. His team was just Buddy Boeheim.
Yeah.
Like his own
Yeah.
son was just tearing it up, and that was
Yeah.
all they had.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So he
All right.
he was pseudo checked out by that point, is what you're saying?
I
He was
what's
probably
what's
just
weird?
coaching his sons.
What's weird is that he lost Mike Hopkins to the University of Washington, who was like his longtime assistant, was like the coach in waiting. Everybody thought he was going to be a fantastic head coach. And then after Mike Hopkins left, Syracuse went in the toilet. But then Washington went in the toilet because Mike Hopkins wasn't good for us either. So he screwed us both by leaving. He screwed Syracuse and Washington by leaving there and then coming to our school.
So a great assistant coach.
Great assistant coach. He torpedoed his former program and his new program.
In case you were wondering, star players of Rick Pitino's Iona Gales.
I know one.
Yeah, my personal favorite is Nelly Jr. Joseph.
Ooh,
part of the
legendary.
champion.
Do you know the other one that I'm talking about?
Is it Barrick John Louis?
No, it is not Barrick John Louis. It is your NCAA champion and men's most outstanding player in the Final Four this year, Walter Clayton Jr. was at Iona under Rick Pitino before he transferred to Florida.
Yeah, I don't need. I definitely wasn't going to go there. I would have
You're welcome.
also said Asante Gist as well.
Oh, yeah,
No,
Asante
it's
Gist,
right? Do you get the gist?
That's what he said when he would, instead of like the finger wag, he'd go, "You get the gist." He'd dunk on somebody, he'd go, "You get the gist now."
See, I'd love to hear Chris Berman with that one.
All right. We have a lead change after question number 2. Fantastic Four. Skins is now at 510, and Whataburger is at 400.
Thanks, Wally, for knowing both those first 2 answers, because I was not quite anywhere with them.
All right. Let's move on to question 3, which is they tried to make me go to rehab.
Oh, boy.
Which Charlotte Hornet was suspended indefinitely in 2020 for violating the NBA's drug policy? He ended up missing 21 games and was cleared and reinstated by the league after receiving treatment. He has since gone on to play for 2 Western Conference teams.
Let's check in.
All right. Whataburger has checked in. Fantastic Four. Skins. You guys can talk it out.
Well, how's your 2020 Charlotte Hornets roster?
Not super.
Okay.
Just being honest.
Was Muggsy Bogues still on the team then?
I'm pretty sure not. Pretty sure not.
He was. Check in Muggsy Bogues.
Oh, okay. The voice is
You
telling me
better come,
I think we should check in.
Muggsy Bogues.
I'm trying to think of who.
Is that a Quale song?
No.
Jim, James.
Anybody else
Paul
get that?
and Tyrone.
Yeah, because his name is Tyrone Muggsy Bogues. We love Erykah Badu in this house.
Was Malik Monk? Was he in
Okay.
Charlotte?
It'd be about the right time
That's
for
the
him.
one
He
that's-
was drafted by them.
That's the one that's. I think that's who I remember got suspended, and because he's on the
Kings now.
Kings now. Before the Kings, he was.
Lakers. He was a Laker for a while, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
only
name
like a
that's coming
year.
to mind for me.
All right.
I don't know for sure, but that's the thing. Like from trying to think
Does it-
about news of suspension and that, I feel like I've heard that.
Rudy Gobert suspended the NBA season indefinitely,
Well,
though, but I don't think he fits the 2 additional
He didn't violate the drug policy. He violated the
touching
douchebag
microphones
policy.
policy.
Like, oh, ha, COVID, ha, touch. Oh,
And
wait.
then and then it
you
spread
have
around
it?
the United
Oh,
States.
No,
you
he
actually
went,
have it.
oh, COVID.
Like France in the 70s.
Wow, we thought we
The
had been to
stifle
France
power
before.
strikes again.
Oh boy, we have now officially fully offended France and all
Hi,
2
Mark.
of our listeners. I don't know if you
No.
have 2 listeners.
Bye,
of
Mark.
France.
You want to know what's really funny is how outspoken the French national team coach was about how much he hated Rudy Gobert. He was like, doesn't try hard, don't care. He was just calling him out the whole Olympics. I was like, man, imagine. Your own fans don't like you in the NBA. Your national team coach doesn't like you.
I would like him better if he didn't have stone hands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
the name that
Okay.
the name that I hit on, and it feels like that fits for the. I
Sure.
have some recollection around that, so
Go for it.
good. All right, we're gonna check in Malik Monk for 100.
Okay, and Whataburger, what did you guys have?
We said the same thing. Malik Monk. Seems like I remember there was some chatter about it, and yeah, that's
All right, and oh yeah, for how many points?
100.
And both teams are receiving points. The correct answer is Malik Monk. Yeah, I mean that's not great to be suspended indefinitely to the point where they got to be like, all right, man, you got to get your life together. And that year that he was apparently going through all that, he still averaged 11.7 points a game and shot 40% from three. So,
And like, to be fair, he played for the Hornets, so
I
like,
mean, true.
my life would be in shambles too.
And then he was traded to the Lakers, played there in 2021-22, and the last 3 seasons he's been with Sacramento, and just signed a big old 4-year, $78 million deal to remain there.
He's been pretty solid.
He's been good. He's been really
great,
good.
Great six man for them.
17 points a game last year, and I was shocked. I thought he was going to get sixth man of the year, but he did not.
Could have gotten it last year when they made the playoffs.
Right? Yeah, I thought that too. But yeah, he's been a very good player.
What,
so
the year
good for
that
him
Nas Reed won it?
Yes.
He wasn't going to beat Nas Reed for that. Nas had a great season that season.
The scores have changed. The margin hasn't. So let's move on to question 4 of the fourth quarter. And that is in, I said no, no, no.
You say yeah, 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 yeah.
2 catchers share the major league record for most no-hitters caught with 4. Should have added a 4th no, Taco. And I want you to name either catcher. Had to clarify that for Josh because I could sense, I could feel the tension in the air.
Well, then we'll check in.
Okay. For the last time tonight, 4 Fantastic Skins has checked in. And Whataburger, you guys can talk it out.
You can flex, Dave.
Hideo Nomo, Derek Lowe, Clay Buchholz, John Lester, all caught by Jason Varitek. Then you got Carlos Ruiz going with Roy Halladay twice, including his perfect game. Then you have a combined no-hitter started by Cole Hamels, and then another one, Cole Hamels, later on.
But can you name every pitcher in the combined no-hitter?
There's Cole Hamels. I'm sure Papelbon was there.
I think he closed it out, yeah. Was Kyle Kendrick in that? Did he come out of the pen?
Jesse Orozco.
No, but I believe I was going to say Ken Giles might have been in that as well too.
Ooh, Hector Neris. Is it too early for Hector Neris?
That's about all I can't get. You get me into bullpen guys, and I definitely fade a little bit. But yeah, so I want both of them. Damn it! You're giving me Jason Varitek and Carlos Ruiz.
200 points
for 100 Olindo points
each.
And 4 Fantastic Skins. What did you guys check in with?
We've either had this or have heard this asked about the most no hitters caught, and I remember Ruiz being an answer on one. And then Josh remembered Varitek being an answer from a separate version, apparently episode 7, right, Josh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just looked it up. Just looked it up because I'm like, I know that this had this Varitek question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also checked in for 100 Olindo points with Ruiz and or Varitek.
And both teams are receiving points. That was very impressive, Dave, of you rattling off all of them for both guys.
I would not have been able to.
No. But yes, I thought this would have been inappropriate because I also remember these from the podcast, and I thought this would have been a fair and appropriate name both situation, which you guys would have done anyways. So,
and if you want, there's a whole bunch of dudes tied for third as well, but Martin Maldonado is one of them. Brewers great.
Ugh.
And I think Wilson Ramos is also part of that too, along with Buster Posey.
Ramos makes sense.
So the combined no-hitter for the Phillies, Cole Hamel started, correct? And then he was followed by Jake Diekman,
Former Ranger great.
who I had a conversation with, even though the security guard at Texas's stadium told me to shut up. Then he was followed by Ken Giles.
Good pull.
And Jonathan Papelbon closed it out. So Diekman, Giles, and Papelbon all completed an inning after Cole Hamels finished 6, and that is the combined no-hitter. So great job.
I don't hate that one. I hate when it's like 6 guys.
You hate when it's like 6. Yeah, me too.
I hate when it's
So 2
fantastic
out of the
skins.
3 of Martin Maldonado's.
Oh, fair.
So the only place that the Carlos Ruiz came up that I can see in our history
Mhm.
was in 213 in a flop turn in River for Jason Varitek. The turn was, I am one of 2 catchers in history to catch 4 MLB no-hitters, and then in parentheses it says Carlos Ruiz is the other. So we definitely have heard these, and that's perfectly fine. We're on episode 316.
Yeah, there's going to be some crossover.
I'll
for
probably,
sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
if I haven't done it already, I'll probably write a same question that I had already written sometime in the past. So,
Taco, we're not mad at you.
No. I just liked it because I was able to note. I remembered the answer from at least one of those episodes.
Yeah, Marcus.
And you know what?
Earlier,
Taco couldn't give
setting.
a right now. He is just
Look
living
at,
his
look at
best
this
life.
Instagram reel of all this food
Look
that
at what
got.
he's been eating.
This is exactly what he thinks of your nonsense. Look, there's
What,
oh, good. I
Lord of the
love that
Rings
meme. You
What
keep your
would
secrets.
you call him, Marcus? The jet setting.
Jet setting.
Look at that zucchini.
We need to come
Zucchini
up.
carpaccio.
We need
Who
to
even
come up
eats
with
that?
the Ric Flair thing for Taco. He's the jet setting, bedwetting, subletting.
Bedwetting? Subletting.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Wait,
Oh,
why-
Wedding.
how is it that we have 2 bench warmers in Europe right now?
Yeah.
Well, one's in
Amazing.
Poland.
That's still
Look at that.
Europe.
Yeah.
For now.
It's not a part that anybody goes to on purpose.
Oh my god.
Taco's in the place you go to on purpose, and Lux is in the place you get told to go.
Lux is in the place
Look
that
at
we
that.
banished him
Look at-
to.
Wow.
What's
These
on
assholes.
David
Shots
Lux's,
taken at all of our
like
Polish
reel,
listeners.
his Instagram.
We love you, Poland.
I'm sure he
David's
has a Polish
Instagram.
bakery somewhere.
We love you,
Set us up
Poland. We
with
love
a
you,
promo
Marcin
code for
Gortat.
I don't think Lux has a Instagram, so I don't think he's posting lots
It
of
would
pictures.
All right.
it
No,
would just
he
be
doesn't
pictures
too
of
busy.
the inside.
Imagine seeing some selfies from Lux. He's just like,
He's too busy pocket dialing us.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
exactly. He can't use
all it would be is
Instagram.
pictures of the inside of his pocket. That's all the gram feed would be.
Hey,
All
he's
right.
a Werther sponsor.
The game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Whataburger finishes with a very respectable 600 points. And our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Tim Rattay Award with 710 points, is Fantastic Four Skins. Yay!
That's right. We are the Fantastic Four Skins.
I've been binging this one channel that posts all the ESPN highlights of like college football from a certain year. They've got them in playlists, and I watched a Louisiana Tech highlight with Tim Rattay throwing to Troy Edwards, and it was like a game. They lost to Nebraska like 63 to like 35, and Troy Edwards had 22 for 405 and 4 against Nebraska. It was crazy. Anyways, so that's why Taco didn't include a clipboard captain. So I was like, oh, Tim Rattay, he's on the brain. Dave, you beautiful man. Is there anything you would like to say before we call it a night?
You know, I just liked taking these 2 teams and mashing them together because that's what we did. We came together in this. So that makes us fantastic skin burgers. And you know what? It's just been a great time. I've been so happy to share that with you. So now I can leave you all with that thought.
We're all skin burgers, and we don't want to be burnt. Okay,
Marcus and I were just on the grill a little bit longer than the rest of you guys.
Oh my God. Whew. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, though. I was going to say,
Yeah.
not burnt, but just a little bit.
Oh, my word.
Scott, Walling, Josh, anything briefly before we take off?
No, it's always good to have Dave on. He's a hoot and a half.
Yes. Agreed.
So, yeah.
I got you, Dave.
Keep coming back whenever we need you or whenever you want to. How about both?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Thank you for being on 316 specifically, Dave. Very fitting for you. Step up, because you're the next one and off with a kill. You don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Hey.
If I have something to break, I would right now just to give this.
Yeah, how about that
glass. You know what? I'm there.
Dave, when you teach me how to bump, like, I'm just going to walk into the room. I'm going to have a Spotify going in my pocket, and I'm coming out to my time.
No, come on. We need some what's a Def Rebel to get your
No, thank you. I'll pass on that. All right. Thanks, Dave, for joining us. Thanks to everybody for listening. Patreon, we put out bonus episodes every month. So if that interests you, the money just goes to helping us keep up the podcast, keep doing what you guys love to hear and we love to do. So we would love to have you there. Join Dave. Anything helps. And on behalf of Josh, Walling, Scott, Dave, and Tako, because he wrote the game, I'm Markkus. And we'd like to say thank you for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes.
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at BenchwarmersTP.